Head the motherfucker, hey, hi, how you doing? It's Lil Wayne for you. It's raining a whole bunch. There was recently a hurricane, and I guess a touchdown in New Orleans. I was about to say forgive me. No, I don't need to say that. Thank you for your patience with me and my uneducation about current events. Though I know it drives some people crazy, I refuse to watch the news. Because that is a way that I perform self-care. Because if I watch a bunch of things that are out of my control, that are happening, that are bad, then I will just spend like an exorbitant amount of time obsessing over more things. My problem is I obsess about things, and I can't handle more things to obsess about. And when I can, then, I pay attention to things outside of just my limited view. Anyway, hurricane happened in New Orleans, and then I guess there's like another one coming. I'm in upstate New York. It's not like a thing. And then people were like, yeah, but that one time, one hurricane came to New York. Yeah, so fucking what? It's had like one earthquake, one hurricane. We don't really get, we get a couple bad snowstorms. That's about it. People deal with like real fucking weather. Out in California, down south, even like Chicago. Good Lord, I was there for one winter, and like the wind there is like razor blades that could cut you, I feel like. And that's not even the coldest. Like, I'm sure it's much colder up in Alaska or Antarctica. I feel like a lot of people go to Antarctica with the military. I knew this one kid, and like literally kid, like he could be my fucking kid. It was the worst sex I ever had. Anyway, the worst. But then I felt like I should probably keep doing it, so maybe I could teach him something, and I just couldn't. I just could not. What the fuck did I come here for? Ah, yes, the weather. The weather. So storms happening. Storms are a brewing. But then there's also like metaphorical storms. You weather a storm. To me, when you weather a storm, it means you go through the storm. It doesn't necessarily indicate what the outcome was. It's like, well, maybe you weathered the storm and your house, fell down or flooded. Or you weathered the storm of a depressive episode, but when you got out to the other side, you like lost your job. Weathering a storm is just going through a storm and probably just like not dying, I guess. Because if you die, I don't think you weathered it. You didn't experience it. Like I weathered the storm, Christina and I weathered the storm of the 46 high peaks and every other hike that we've done. But like really the high peaks, they're just a different fucking animal. Nothing here is harder than that. You could take different routes and things like that, but it's in the fucking high peaks. As far as this state goes. People create holes on it and stuff. Anyway, we weathered that storm and we made it out the other side. It doesn't mean it wasn't fucking hard, and I didn't swear I would never do it again, like a bunch of times. Our relationship also weathered the storm of all of those hikes. It was interesting. We were just talking last night, and I was like, I feel like I've like not been good for a while. And she just looked at me and she's like, yeah, it's been a while. And I was like, oh man. It's like, on one hand, it's really good to have that feedback, like, oh, okay, so I'm not nuts for thinking this. I'm getting confirmation about what I'm feeling, but then like, oh man, that means it's like extra true. But I know it's true, like let's just deal with reality rather than denying things. Like my kids fucking deny things, and I understand, like, I'm sure that they are self-conscious about their bodies. They're almost 11 and 13, and there's like, they got big butts, big fucking butts, and boobs, and butt bellies too. It's like a lot of stuff going on. and they'll like deny when something clearly doesn't fit anymore. Like, no, it still fits. Like, homegirl, that shit don't fucking fit. Like, if I give something to the young one because it don't fit the old one, like I see it in her laundry, and then I fold and put it into the younger one's thing, then the older one gets mad. Like, you took that. And I'm like, no, I gave that to her. She's like, but it still fits me. No, the fuck it don't, girl. No, it don't. Don't you want to know? I'm going to tell my kid that I could see her thong through her yoga pants if that were to happen. I tell her all the fucking time, actually. I'd be like, so you wearing rainbow underwear today? My kid. Because she insists on wearing these pants that are obviously must be too small if I can see the color of your fucking underpants. Oh my god. How the fuck? Oh, denial. What are we denying though? She's denying. Oh yeah, I'd rather be in reality about when this, we'll call it spell, came on. I feel like I was so bad last year, and it was like because of a relationship, but it's always because of a relationship because that's what I make it about. But really, it's just me acting out. It's me acting out my same pattern of mistrust of people when there is something at stake. And when you are the other side of me, that's the stakiest thing that ever had stakes, you know? Aside from the obvious things, like my kids and my dog. Fuck everything else. It's the thing that is selfishly for me the thing I value the most is a partner. Sometimes I feel like I'm wrong for saying that, but I'm not. You know, when I help all the people, but like, can I get some help over here? You know, that's what a partner is. It's not just help, but it's like a fulfillment of something that you don't get from yourself or from other people, you know? Like you can get certain things. We talked about this before. Like getting something different than what you give out sometimes, but with a partner, it's like getting something, yeah, you just can't get it from other people. Okay, yeah. So, whatever the storm is, you come out the other side. Christina said this last night, and she's like, you know, and then you look around and you see, does the boat have any holes in it? What's the damage here? We assess the damage. It's kind of like making amends. I talked about this before. God, I'm repetitive. But it's just really connecting everything. I'm like a constellation. Who's somebody? Astrology is like made up shit. Astronomy is actually stars, right? I'm sorry. I just don't. It's great if you believe in that stuff. I just haven't had a personal experience where any of that added value to my existence. How about that? Astronomer? Just connecting, making stars into constellations. I feel like somebody said that on a podcast. I was like, that's fucking brilliant. You're just connecting the dots. Hey, look how this goes with this, and this, and this, and this, and then all that makes this picture. A word artist. Maybe. That sounds stupid. Like someone will put that on their fucking Instagram bio. I'm a word artist. I want to change mine right now. Word artist. Jess Padula. That's funny. Okay, weathering the storm. So you look around and you assess the damage. What happened here? Rather than saying like, even though there's like holes on that boat and we are sinking, I'm just going to be quiet about it. No, I'm always like, there's a hole, 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 there's a hole. And then I also make up holes. Holes and rips and tears. This looks like, I'm not even going to say 5-year-old, somebody younger than that. 3, 4. This is the waters. This is after the storm has rolled out. And there's holes and water coming out because there's already water in. And then these are rips in the sail. And then that one's already been patched a little bit. Here's, you got your clouds, and this one has a green lightning bolt because there's not yellow in my pack. So this is the ship, and it's like, Hey, we're still here. It's like the Jenny. Like the fucking Jenny. Oh my God, Forrest Gump. So he stumbles into this fortune because he gets one fishing boat and he drops it into a lake or ocean. Oh, was he in Alabama? I mean, that's where he's from. He drops it in somewhere and he's fishing and he catches nothing, but then this storm rolls through and destroys all of the boats except the Jenny, and he makes all the money. You can come out that way. You could be the Jenny or the boats nobody hears from again. But it took work, right? It wasn't like the fish just fell in his lap. He had to go get the fish, go get it. So it's like, all right, I made it through the storm, and we keep working to heal. I feel like that's accurate representation of my life as an individual, but then like my life with other people as well. We weather storms. Like me, Cheryl, Tanya, we weathered the storm of being studio owners and leaders in our community in the time where we were only live stream and it was like very restricted in the studio. We like got to this place. We weathered the storm, the worst part, and got lots of people through it in our way. But that doesn't mean we didn't suffer irreparable damage. The boat said, our one boat with too many holes in it. Well, last class is on Saturday. Today is Wednesday. Severe weather alert. Aerial flood advisory in effect for Schenectady, New York until Thursday, 12:30 a.m. It's Wednesday. So I teach Friday morning, Saturday morning, the end. I have a therapy appointment right after that. I finally did the BetterHelp thing. It shit's not cheap. It's fucking $60 a session. That's a lot. I mean, I know that's like saying, you know, like a gym membership, it's fucking expensive. A yoga membership, it's expensive to go unlimited, like the amount that you like would really benefit you. But then how can you put a price on your health? I totally understand that. Also though, you can't, you know, pull blood from a stone. If you don't have that money, you don't have that money. Do I have it? Sure. But it means something else is not going to get it. Anyway, and the next day is a concert, and then the next day we go away for a couple days, and then I have another day off, and then I start at Jai's Saturday mornings, so I like don't miss a Saturday. Except it's 9:30 now, 9:30 to 11. So everybody thinks like, oh, it's so far away. No, the fuck it isn't. It's 23 minutes from Baptiste Yoga, our place. 23 minutes. How do I know? Because I drive it 3 days a week. From one to the other. Anyway, you should come to that if you do yoga. If you don't do yoga, you should come anyway. And I said should. You should. Everybody should fucking do yoga. Everyone should do yoga. Whether you do it and you pay those of us who have dedicated our lives to it, or you do it by your fucking self, you should be doing yoga. Because that's what love is. Love is wanting for the other what they want or really need for themselves. You need some fucking yoga. That is something that I repeat to myself. I have repeated to myself a lot of times in the last, since I heard it. True love is wanting for the other what they want for themselves. Yeah, not true love is wanting for the other what they want for themselves that makes you feel good or is also what you want, or true love isn't wanting for the other what you want for them. It's wanting for the other what they want for themselves. And if that's something that you don't contribute to or agree with. You know, it's like when people break up because you move away, or it's like college or something. You know, somebody's going away to college to do a different thing. I was just talking about that tonight because Olivia is in 8th grade science, and last year they dissected a frog, and in the year before that, I was like, I remember when I was in 6th grade it was a cow heart, like I didn't do it. Oh wait, there was a cricket, that's what it was. 7th grade was this wasn't it? This big, it looked like a cricket, but it was really big. It was black. And a lot of them were pregnant, I guess. They had these like, God. And then I thought maybe frogs were 8th grade, but I don't know. But I got confused and I said, wait, is it a cat? And she was like, cats? We have to dissect a cat. Oh my God, dissect a cat? And I was like, oh no, wait, that was vet tech school. So I told her, and I haven't thought about this in a long time, but after I got my GED the same month I would have graduated from high school, I got like kicked out / asked to leave towards the end of my junior year because I just wasn't going to school. Did I mention the onset of my depression was when I was 14? This is, now I'm, 17. Nope, 14, freshman, 15, sophomore, 16, I was 16. Because I'm like a year younger because I'm a fall baby. September 7th is my birthday, so. Anyway, I got asked to leave before I turned 17, before junior year was over, so I had to like homeschool for a couple of months because I wasn't allowed to drop out yet or something to get through like the 11th grade school year. Took a whole year off, I had to. So back then, I don't know how it is now, but you had to either wait until your class graduated or it had been a year, but for me it was the same. So I still like graduated June of 1999. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh no, 99, my 20-year reunion was 2019. Wasn't that a fat year? Yeah, I have like a every other thing. Like, once I got thinner, 18 was like a really good year. And then I got chubby in 19. And then last year was good. I looked fucking good last year. Looked good. And now we're back to chubby year. Anyway. Weather the storm. And assess the damage of what you've done or what needs patching, what needs fixing. Yeah, just getting through the storm, man. You can apply it everywhere.